Hey guys, so having a little break on the van today, and we're back on the truck. So got a little update on the truck. Finished the graphics off. So you may be wondering that I keep banging on about this race car that I've used for the livery on the truck. Well, it is in fact this beast right here. The Nissan Skyline R30 Super Silhouette Group 5 race car. This Skyline was in the 4th generation of Group 5, which went on to 1984. Due to legislation, they weren't allowed to alter certain parts of the body, but they could bolt parts on, which resulted in these bonkers arches being fitted to fit over the massive tyres. Being around at the same time, this was basically the touring car version of the Group B rally cars. Big aero, big horsepower and big flames. I think the Tomica livery is up there in the colour scheme Hall of Fame, and ever since I saw this car, I've always wanted to replicate it. I always wanted an R30 as well, but so far no luck. Now the reason why I couldn't do all the graphics in the first place is because the vehicle I'm copying it off had this black stripe down the side. Obviously I couldn't put the big graphics on there or the number plates until I put the black on. Painted up to the swage line with just some gloss black. Didn't bother to do it amazing. This won't be the final paint job on the truck because it needs restoring anyway, so whatever rust and chips and scratches and scrapes were there, the black was going over it all. I don't care. Just get the black on there, that was the goal, just so I can get the graphics on, and then we can address all the other problems with a later date then. Gone the same colours as what's written on the side of the race car, but use my own name and font, etc. It resembles the race car, and that's enough. We got Endless Road on there, which is obviously me, and St. Fu Studios is actually my other business, which is airbrushing and custom artwork, which I will show you in a later video probably. We got the RS Turbo double overhead cam on the side as well, which is a bit funny because obviously the truck isn't a turbo, but it's all for a bit of a laugh really, you know. It isn't to be taken seriously, and I might even get some graphics to go on the side that says like support vehicle or something. Like the wheel problems with the van, I actually ran into a wheel problem with the truck on Saturday. We were travelling up to Leicestershire to visit Steve and Toby from SR Auto Bodies, and yeah, hit a massive pothole on the main road just outside of there, and look what it's done. Massive buckle in the rim. How it didn't pop the tyre, I do not know, because we weren't going fast, but it was huge, the pothole. So hopefully I can massage that back into shape. So it's probably going to be the last video I do on the truck now before I take it off the road for the winter. Not because I baby it or anything, but it needs some maintenance doing on it. And the things I need to do, a buckled wheel now, we'll fix that. I also want to, like I said before, I want to lower it. It's bound to snap some bolts when I attempt to do that, so gonna get my other daily runabout on the road, and then it doesn't matter if I snap some bolts on this, lowering it. I might dechrome the front bumper because it's rusting. What I intend to do is remove that panel, take a mold of it, and then make a new one out of fiberglass as one piece, and then I can just paint it, well, gloss black or with Raptor or something, and then put some graphics back on it. I might even do a little chin spoiler for the front, which will suit it once it's lowered. At the moment it probably looks stupid, but once it's lowered I think it'll look quite good. There is a bit of rust on the passenger side sill. I think it's had a sill before and obviously hasn't been done very well. There's also a little patch of rust I got to do on the chassis at the back. I got to take the fuel tank off for that. And roundabout in the same area, I think it's where the brake line split into two to go to the rear wheels. That little module is leaking, and I ripped the fog light off the back as well. For some reason it doesn't have a fog light on. My MOT guy fitted one, and what was I doing? I was towing my other daily driver, and the tow rope swung across as we were going around the corner and just sliced the fog light off. So yeah, gotta do that as well. Little update on the van while we're at it. The people at Wool Insulation Wales were nice enough to send me 3 rolls of their finest sheep's wool. I'd much rather use natural products than the polyester fake stuff. One, because you can recycle it, and well, if it's good enough for a sheep for thousands of years, then it's good enough for a camper van in my eyes. And I'd much rather support a local business. This is not a paid promotion. I have actually paid for these. But what I will say is anyone in the South Wales area who's insulating a camper van, get it from these guys. I placed the order, what day was it? I think it was on a Thursday morning. I placed the order and it arrived Thursday afternoon. Obviously my unit is only about an hour away from them, but still, that's service for you. Lovely people to deal with. I'll be using them on all my camper vans in the future. And then to go with that then, I have got some of the man-made stuff using Dodo mat. So this is one of their versions of the like a sticky foam. Obviously that's thinner than using that. That's to go in the cavities. This I can use on the rear wheel tubs, on the ceiling, maybe even a bit underneath the floor, and any other areas that space is an issue. I'll probably put it on the insides of the pods as well. Also ordered a box of their sound deadening. I've used that already, so that should be in the next video on the van. Other little update, my tyre people solved my issue with the wheel weight. I actually got it there now on the outside, and they were kind enough to use a black weight as well. I might colour it in with a bit of black enamel because that'll be shiny, but I suppose it'll be alright as it is. So now it's not gonna hit the caliper in this area now. So all I gotta get now is the spacers and the studs. So that just about wraps it up for today. Kept it a bit shorter for this one. If you want to check out my Instagram for the truck, it's a different one to the van. So that should be somewhere around by here. Click on the subscribe button as well. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.